Howdy everyone, Stephen Castleberry here. So thankful that you are watching. It has been 10 weeks since coronavirus completely changed our world. And the date that I really trace all that back to is March the 11th. And here's why. Our church was just about to move into a brand new facility, and we wanted to get some promotional materials together, some photos, some videos. And so we had everyone meet on that Wednesday night for a photo and video shoot. And as we were wrapping it up, that is when everything started to break. Now, I know that before that, we all had this idea of coronavirus, and we even knew that it was serious, but we had no idea just how much it was going to change the world. As we were wrapping up, as we were wrapping cables, as we were packing our gear away, we started getting notifications that the NBA was canceling its season.
Breaking news here on CBS Sports HQ, and it is monster news. The NBA has suspended the season.
That other major leagues were postponing their seasons.
Major League Baseball to delay the 2020 opening day by at least 2 weeks.
That major actors had coronavirus.
Tom Hanks revealing he and his wife, actress Rita Wilson, have tested positive for the virus.
That is the moment that it really started to sink in that this was a huge world event. That night, we knew that the world had changed, but we didn't quite know to what extent. Over the next few days, stay-at-home orders would be issued and everything would grind to a complete halt. I'm a pastor, and so for churches, the big thing that coronavirus and the stay-at-home orders did for us is it made us stop meeting in person, and we were forced to move everything 100% online. That's small groups, that's children's ministry, that's our main services, everything completely online. Thankfully, our church already had a strong online presence, so it wasn't a hard pivot for us like it was for many churches. But here's what it did for me personally. It changed my weekly workload to almost 100% filming and editing. Everything revolved around what could be put online. Since we're a mobile church, we didn't have a facility of our own to go and film in. Thankfully, the facility that we were about to start renting let us go to their facility and shoot our videos for Sundays. And yes, we had to make our own makeshift recording studio out of pipe and drape and blankets. And yes, it was crazy, but yes, it worked. Okay, so last week we had all those echo. Ben, you can play. I'm good. You can play. All right, so last week we had all the echo issues. And so we're trying something new. We are making our own sound chamber out of blankets and pipes. So, represent CBC. Here we go. Our little lighting area. Got our same set. No, that's what we'll be looking at as we talk. We'll be doing that right there. So, hopefully, all of this is gonna work. Whoa, look at those alien eyes. Because our church had been streaming online for a while now, we had the unique opportunity to help other churches who this was a very foreign concept to. And I was so thankful that I got to help just several churches make that transition with the equipment that they had, most of them just with an iPhone and Facebook Live. Now, my absolute favorite person that I got to help was actually my old mentor at the very first church that I served at full time.
I was challenged last night by a fella that taught me to kind of get involved with the technology years ago. He was one of my staff guys. He did an awesome job last night on his little devotional from their church down in Georgetown. And he said something about redeeming the time. It's over here in Ephesians. It says, look carefully then how you walk. Now that makes sense.
Why did that video cut off so fast? Because I called him.
And when you know it, the guy's talking about down there in Georgetown, one of my former staff guys, called me right in the middle of my live feed. So being new to this, I just answered it. Well, that cut y'all off. But anyway, I'm back.
It was really rewarding to be able to help him and his church out because of how much he's taught me and how much he has helped me over the years. And I just want to say, the church as a whole, the capital C church, has done so well during this time. This was a seismic shift for most churches. And let me tell you, most churches made the shift to online within the first week or two. There were so many churches broadcasting the good news of Jesus online that we overwhelmed Facebook servers the first few weeks. Another major platform that churches took advantage of was the Church Online platform. It was developed by Life Church in Oklahoma, and we are so thankful that not only did they already have that platform ready to go, but they offer it completely for free for other churches to use. Life Church, you guys rock. Thank you guys so much. Now, what's our church doing now? Well, as the stay-at-home orders have gotten relaxed, we are transitioning back to on-campus worship services. Now, they're small and they are physically distant and they are not in place of our online services. They work with our online services. We have roughly half and half. Last week was our first time doing it. Roughly half of our people came to one of our on-campus services and about half watched online services. Yes, all of this is different than it was before, but the church has adapted so well. Jesus never promised that our church would always look the way that we expect it to, but here's what he did promise, that the church would endure despite everything. For centuries and millennia, the church would stand. Let me tell you, the church is not being crushed right now. The church is being unleashed right now. God is using this to spur churches to reach people online like they never have before. Since all of this has happened, hundreds of millions of people have tuned in to watch church services online, and hundreds of thousands of people have given their lives to Christ. Let me tell you, nothing can stop the church. Jesus said, not even the gates of hell themselves can stop this Jesus movement. And we, as believers, celebrate that. Thank you so much for watching this video. I am truly glad that you were here. Now you might be asking, why a YouTube channel? Well, there's a couple of reasons. The first one is this: as a pastor, I know that a lot of people have questions about what it is I do and what life is like, and I would just like to answer some of those questions. So if you do have any questions like that, hey, let me know below. I would love to work those into future videos. Another thing is this: a couple of my friends have launched successful YouTube channels in the past year, and I love watching their content.
What's up, YouTube friends and family? Welcome back to the vlog.
We are back with a brand new episode of live video game hunting. We hit up Goodwill, the thrift stores, and the flea markets to find all the retro game goodness.
I love seeing into their life and seeing their passion, and I wanted to do that for you as well, to give you a peek into my life and to really let you experience things through my eyes. Now, you might be wondering where I'm at. I'm actually at one of my favorite restaurants, getting a to-go order. We're gonna have a nice dinner tonight, and so I am pretty pumped about that. But hey, again, thank you so much for being here. I look forward to seeing you guys in the future videos. Grace and peace.